Hey everyone, Ken Furukawa here, and welcome to my case study update where I'm building a profitable affiliate marketing business using the power of YouTube. And I'm following along with the Taking Action Online Marketing Academy. So it's been quite some time since I did my last update. In fact, if we take a look here, I actually did go through Marketing Academy weeks 13 and 14. And the reason why I didn't post an update was that this module right here was all about taking a break, meaning I really, needed to go back and reflect and rewatch and relearn things that I had already gone through to gain a better perspective about, my journey so far. And so I took a break because there wasn't really much to do. So I did not post a video for that. So this video kind of sort of is going to encapsulate weeks 13 and 14. And I had just completed Marketing Academy weeks 15 and 16. So I'm going to be talking more about weeks 15 and 16. So if you're wondering, well, Ken, you missed weeks 13 and 14. I did because Philip said take a break. So let's take a look at Marketing Academy week 15 and 16. This is called clicks equals sales. Let's go inside and I'll show you what I went through with this training, this module. And first of all, we went through a funnel overview. And, Philip does this on occasion just to remind you and to remind me, the importance of what we're building. And, when you're building an online business, it takes time. I know a lot of you guys out there want to shortcut the process and you want everything done and you're going to outsource this and outsource that. But part of the journey is to learn how to do these things. Oftentimes I see a lot of people who come to me saying like, I outsourced this and I had somebody else do that and they just started. And so they're trying to shortcut the process, but how do you know if your outsourcer did things correctly if you don't know how to do them yourself? That's basically it, right? So, learning is part of that process and patience is part of that process. Well, anyway, the funnel overview is there to kind of reinforce what we're doing, what we're trying to build over time. Also, Philip goes over what he calls the 2-2 sequence. And this is where you're going to start building out your automation. And I'll show you what my automation looks like. I've already shown you guys, but just as a refresher so that you can see what I've done. But the 2-2 sequence is when you have two value emails. So after someone opts in to get your lead magnet, you follow up, or obviously you deliver it, but then you follow up with two value emails and then two promo emails, each with resends. Okay, and I'll show you what that looks like. He goes through setting up the automation. He talks about value and promo emails and what you can write and and the tools that you can use in order to write them. And then the one thing that does not change is creating content. Throughout the updates that I've given you, Philip talks about the 80-20 rule, and that 80% of your time should be spent creating content, because without content you don't have traffic, and without traffic no one's going to come to your funnel. And that's kind of the ironic thing. And when I look back when I was first starting off, was that I was so obsessed with trying to build out the funnel. It has to be perfect. I have to have the perfect emails and everything. But I spent so much time doing it that I never sent any traffic to it. I wasn't creating content. I wasn't showing people value. And I think that's one of the biggest mistakes that beginners make, is that a lot of them don't think about creating the content. They're so obsessed and worried about building out their funnel that they don't even bother putting in place the most important aspect of your business, and that is you need traffic. You need to have content. So that is the one thing, and obviously we'll go over the essential task. So let me just go in here and let me just show you the implementation plan checklist here before we jump into my automation here. But here's weeks 13 and 14. It says right here, take a break, watch the lessons inside, and learn why you need to take a break. So I did, and that meant not putting out a video or an update for week 13 and 14. And, ironically, and I guess fortuitously, it was a good thing because it was during the holidays. And so, I took that break during the holidays. Also went through weeks 15 and 16 and continued by creating more content, rewatching the email marketing deployment module inside the training. And I developed my email automation. And I've shown you guys in the past what it looks like, but I did go above and beyond with this email automation before I even got to weeks 15 and 16 because I have some experience under my belt. And so when you have that experience, with that comes perspective. And so from that, I put together an automation that is above and beyond what was given or what was instructed in weeks 15 and 16. Now, your experience is going to be different. If you're starting off, follow along and do it the way that Philip says. Because putting together, like I said, putting together long automation and having all of these aspects and elements put in there means nothing if you're not creating content. Okay, it really means nothing. So now that I've talked about what I've gone through so far in weeks 15 and 16, I want to show you my automation so that you guys can get a refresh of what I've done. And I'm going to explain how I structured my automation because it is a little bit different than what Philip has instructed. Now, again, because I have perspective and I have experience, I decided to go a little bit different and really build it out in a different sort of way. I'm providing a lot of value, but I'm also promoting a little bit more and a little bit harder. If you're starting off, you have no traffic, and this is your first time going through the Marketing Academy, please just follow along with Philip. The man knows what he's talking about, okay? So with that, let me go inside. We're going to jump inside and take a look at my System.io account. All right, so here is my workflow. And let me just walk you through what I've done. And I've gone through this in previous videos, but I just want to show you what it looks like. Okay, so once somebody opts in to access my lead magnet, they obviously are going to get the link to download or access my lead magnet. Okay, but I set up kind of like I say about 3 or 4 emails that were value driven. And in Philip's training, he talks about sending them back to your content because you want them to either read your blog post or maybe perhaps watch your videos if you're doing YouTube videos. I decided that I wanted to send people back to my lead magnet. And so what I did was I went through my lead magnet and decided to pick certain areas that I felt were important in the lead magnet for people to focus on. And that I wanted to talk about the lead magnet and then actually send them back to accomplish a task. And by doing so, I wanted to show people that there is value in my lead magnet, that it's just not something out there that someone is just going to download and not use. At least that's from experience I've seen. I wanted to get people to go back and actually use it. So I spent a considerable amount of time, I'd say about 3 or 4 emails where I referenced back to the lead magnet, had them go back and even provided the link to say, hey, if you haven't accessed it yet, go ahead and click on this link and check it out because I want people to go back there and get value out of that lead magnet. So I did do about 3 emails with follow-ups as well. If they did not open up the email, then they got a resend. Okay, or if they did not click on the email, they got a resend. And so this is my way of gently getting in front of them and just showing that, hey, I'm here to provide you with value. I'm here to help you. Okay, and so once that was done, that's when I started going into my promo emails. And as you guys had heard earlier in a previous update, I'm promoting a software called Lead Creator, and it's an AI-powered lead magnet creation tool. And so that is what I am promoting. That's my affiliate product, and that's after the value emails. That's where I go into my promo emails and I start talking about that. And I go through and I do about 3 or 4 of these emails as well with follow-ups, pointing back to having people check out the lead creator app, and I send them to a bridge page that I created. This is a little bit more advanced, but I sent them to a bridge page that I created that has a review video on there of me talking about the software and how to use it, some of the features, and why it's so important to have a tool like that in your toolkit. And that's basically my automation right there. And when you're first starting off, my advice to you is just to start off simple. Don't overcomplicate it. When you overcomplicate it, it leads to more confusion and sometimes frustration. Follow along with what Philip is talking about, and just take it slowly, step by step. I was able to build this out pretty quickly because, like I said, I have done this before. This is 2025. This is my 6th year in affiliate marketing. So I've got a little bit of experience and perspective under my belt. But as you grow as an affiliate marketer or as an online entrepreneur, you're going to find that your experience is going to grow as well. And then you'll be able to come back and revisit your automations and improve upon those automations and make them even better. So that is my automation. I want to give you guys an update on my YouTube channel as well, because something interesting happened over the holiday break. Now, I did post all these videos, and let me just show you. I did pre-schedule videos over the holiday break, which was great. Philip always talks about creating a buffer, which I totally agree is super important. I created a buffer of about 3 or 4 videos, and so I was able to enjoy the holiday break with my family, both of whom were off as well, and not even have to worry about whether or not I was producing content, because the content was automatically being played because I had uploaded them and scheduled them. So something interesting happened though, because I started seeing more traffic coming to my videos. So it all started with this one right here called The Psychology Behind Lead Magnets, Why They Work and How to Use Them. Now, I have no idea why this video is getting so much traction, or why it was getting so much traction, but it started to right around January 2nd, and a little after that, things started ticking up there. And I wasn't expecting it to happen just because it's the holidays. No one's really going to be on watching videos, but I guess I was mistaken. And so things started to pick up. I started seeing an uplift in that, and I started getting some people subscribing to my lead magnet. So that was really nice to see. I've got at this time, I think I got like 13 subscribers. Not a big deal. So again, this is something that over time I'm more focused on creating content and providing value, and that stuff like this, the vanity metrics will always come. But I did get some subscribers, which was nice. So I'm excited about it because that's where I get to see, how people interact with my lead magnet and my content. I'm more interested in that than the vanity metrics, like I say. But obviously, the more people that subscribe, the better the odds of me getting more subscribers. So they kind of go hand in hand. But the first and foremost thing is obviously you got to create content. So that's my update. It's actually for weeks 13, 14, 15, and 16. So I'm compacting everything into one. I'm back on schedule, and I'll be following through by creating more content. And now things are getting back to normal with everyone going back to work and to school. Now I can start ramping up again and start creating another buffer so that I can work on my automation and other projects that I want related to this particular YouTube channel. So I hope you guys found this video to be helpful. If you want to check out my entire case study, I've left a link down in the description below. If you guys want to check out my affiliate product that I'm promoting, Lead Creator, I left the link down in the description below. It's going to take you to my review page. You can check that out because eventually, if you're following along with the Marketing Academy, I'm thinking that you're going to create a review page just like this one, all right? Or at least something similar. So anyway, guys, Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next update, which will be weeks 17 and 18. This is Ken Furukawa from Lead Magnet Authority, and I'll see you guys in my next update. Cheers.